Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year. It is January 1st if you're watching this on this very day. And unless you're watching on some later date, well, happy day any day. That's what I typically say in the other videos like these. But, anyways, Duchess Nataša is still running things. And after, we have plans set in the future, but the ultimate plan for a free Bosnia and to form a kingdom of Bosnia is still far away from here, but it is not far from reaching another requirement, and that is to get our level of splendor up to noteworthy for the Teselovich dynasty. But there's still a lot of work to do here, but unfortunately, based on rules of the elective monarchy on who's eligible and whatnot, um, there are no strong martial candidates. And this one next to me is my new heir, and is the youngest daughter of Nataša by the name of Jelena, um, in which she has a tier 3 diplomacy education, but her base martial, along with a few other traits like brave, is up to 11, so that's average. Good to my standards, but it can be improved upon whenever her time is coming to take over Bosnia, elected to be the next Bosnian Duchess. Which that means another female ruler of Bosnia. Which begs the question, which people are unable to answer, or they just won't keep it to themselves. And that is, how come the best characters in Crusader Kings that I like to play as happen to be females? Why do they outdo some of the male characters I play? I mean, I try to think of who are the best male characters I ever played in both Crusader Kings 2 and 3. I can only think like 2 of them. No, bull, 3. Because I'm thinking Vladislav the Merciless of Bosnia. Then, I forgot the Tamil man's name from the Chola series, which he did a lot. Forgot his name, but he founded a bloodline in similar vein to Vladislav. And also the Sogdian ruler. I forgot his name too. See what I mean? I have trouble remembering men's names except one. Because, here in the Bosnian series it's rather prevalent. But anyways, in the land of Bosnia, we still have this country held together. By country, we mean a vassal of the great kingdom of Croatia, held by King Prokop, who is of a Slovak origin. Croatia, Bavaria, Great Moravia, and Serbia now added to his collection. Now all he needs is Bohemia, and then he could potentially, form his own version of the Austro-Hungarian Empire or the Empire of Croatia, if that's even possible, if he has the money, which not right now, nor the prestige or the piety to do so. It's like, yeah, you could create your own kingdom of Bosnia, but I prefer to do it this way, because the digital liege goes to it. And plus, this costs, and these costs comparatively. And also there's some good news to our northern neighbor, who's been a bane of my existence at times. Balaton, the Christian duchy, as of a Slovak origin, are now feudal. And their other ones have gone feudal too. Yes, they're all feudal, it seems. Yes, all feudalized, no tribals. You can see the difference. Now, we're about to make a move again. 2 reasons. No, 2 things, you should say, but there is a reason behind it. Okay, one, we brought a guy in from Machava, in which we're going to put that man who is a Serbian Orthodox, but he's of House Vukovic, which is in fact a cadet branch of the Teslovich. So he is a Serb of a Bosnian descent. But at least he's got a family, so we're going to put him back running Machava as a duchy, which will further increase the renown gain to get us closer to reputable. Meanwhile, in Dalmatia, the Duchess of Dalmatia, 34, there is a child who is my nephew who's been converted to Orthodoxy and has been Hellenized to Greek ways, but he's a Teslovich nonetheless, and he will take Dalmatia, Deodora, Bishopric of Beograd, and all that. So it'll be from this dynasty from then on. And Dukla, another area, which is only one child so far, but that can wait a little because, well, there's still plenty of years for childbearing. And I could say the same, but there's enough Teslovich children to go around, so I'll just say this, even though she's currently in a war. She has outlived her usefulness, so we will scheme to murder her and let the Teslovich begin to rule over Dalmatia. Again, I pronounce it as Dalmatia. It's a South Slavic way of pronouncing Dalmatia. Anyways. One will do. If a plot's ever revealed, and butter, every time when we start such things, look for anyone to get a hook on somebody in case something were to happen. We tried to get Ragusa, but that backfired terribly. Because there's a new dynasty abroad, which now they control Ragusa. They originate from Cephalonia. That's where they came from. But we brought the man back here, who he was the previous ruler of Dubrovnik, Ragusa, who is married to my daughter, Teslovich, which they were supposed to govern Ragusa, and she could have been the one to be elected. In which, if she were to be elected, then he would be coming in, and then there you have it. But too bad he's not eligible to be elected. It's like, yes, he may be a Teslovich, and yes, he's my grandson. And we abducted him, and I apologize for that. And, well, the elective rules states 15 candidates. And children are included too. But, not Vukats. Which, honestly, if he was a choice, I would definitely vote for him. But instead, it's going to be Jelena. Because of the base marshals, she's the best out of all. We could have gone for a landed character, which... Let me see. Wrong dynasty. Okay, I've made up my mind already. And meanwhile, let's start a war against him. The Teslovich will start running Dalmatia, and we're going to put a descent of the Teslovich back in that realm. He's got one ally, Carinthia, which I'm not concerned about that. Because this would be a quick conflict. Well, not quite, because there's 2 fortified areas we must take. But it'll do. Well, the guy who's taking command of my soldiers is actually Teshemir, which I met him during a pilgrimage in the last episode, in which he was originally an Adamite, appearing naked, following a sermon, and I went up against him in a theological debate, and I came out on the winning side, and he became Christiani instead of Adamite. Now he serves in the Bosnian military as a commander. In fact, the best commander. I don't want to put myself in there because part of it is I'm too old to be doing this kind of sort of thing, and warfare isn't really my thing. Is that his heir? Because that's a big score. Yes. Mercenaries. No, stay here. This is the capital, here. Thinking. Oh, he just died, didn't? That drunk? You better find somebody good, alright? Can't break away from the siege, but tell you what. We'll go into combat. Station the besiegers, and then we will engage them. I don't want to do that option. Let me see what you got. Forest fighter. There's hardly any forests around here except for up north. Health-wise, he's doing alright. Mind if I recruit you in? Because I kind of needed some talent like you, even though you're a lowborn. If you weren't that talented, I would torture you. But he is terrified of me, so he won't be bothered. Strong hook. This person. Oh. Who's this exactly? Get in. We got proof. Fabricate another hook. She knows too much. Scheme's exposed. Damn! Although, to be fair, you're going up against a person with high intrigue, so chances of discovery is pretty good. And if she finds out that it's me, then... oh well. We took the Duke himself. Ill, huh? And poor. Tell you what I'm gonna do with you. You're gonna be the first person who might discover Sigurd knows mine. You might gain some dark insights, because there's a 50% chance you'll get a little more intrigue or a little bit more prowess. Plus, this will get some dread, and it ain't gonna cost me any piety for that. And that includes him too. Anyone that's been imprisoned is going to be tortured. including this goof. Torture's not an option. Oh, you can't torture children. I didn't notice the age. Okay. Fair enough. One sec. Oh. There. We'll put the Teslavich man back in the throne. Why complicate matters? There's nothing like the good old rack. The sound when bones snap is quite unforgettable, but not as unforgettable as pain as Vladimir soon to experience. It had to be done. These rats may seem shy, I say as I strap the bucket to Homicide exposed chest. But once it gets warm in there, they'll do anything to escape. Luckily for them, their teeth are very sharp. Pleads for mercy as I reach the glowing coals. Had to be done. You could say on this same day of torture, that's when we decide, okay, you are released. This health was already bad enough. Intimidated? What is she running? Oh, that's why. So that would be hard to get her. Hell remain unless somebody gives a damn. So now we have two dukes again. I need your... Oh, my cat, Branimir. As I walk outside, greeted by the sight of my vassal Count Teresa crouching beside cat Branimir, tenderly patting his head. This is quite a lovely cat you have, my lady. You are very perceptive. I need your help. Because this damn person that we're trying to get rid of. But the scheme's exposed. We don't have enough agents. Time's running out. Oh. Book me. While performing his duties by Mayor Ludovic uncovered the secret held by my brother Bookman. These it might be seen the truth of the false god. Huh. Of course, his fellow Orthodox are unlikely to be as understanding as me. What does Bookmere have to do with anything? He does live there. But he lives in another part. Blackmail him. Well, he already has a hook. Oh, is it possible that we can convert it into a strong hook? No? Damn! And yet you like the Duchess. Tell you what. And it's still not enough. And if I blackmail him, he doesn't like it, so at least I know his secret, but... Hey, at least we tried. It's the best we could do. But hey, an attempted murder is gonna make them not like me, but... I guess I'll just have to wait for them to take Dalmatia a little bit longer. Guess I'll try someone else then. Pregnant, as I said, just wait for at least one more child, preferably a son, then get rid of the old, In a dusty corner of the library, I find a tome, bounded letter, and it's inscribed with weird symbols. It's partially hidden behind other books. It is old, but has obviously seen some recent use. As I read through it, I come to the realization that it deals with some unconventional knowledge. Interesting. I glance around before sitting down to read. Hope the one who's been recently reading the book isn't around to see me. Limited crown authority for the Croatian king. Well, this is a terrible chance, but if it fails, then it fails. And if it somehow succeeds, there's a good chance that it's going to go to me, and, well, there's another bad reputation on old Nataša. Just do it. Escaped unarmed. The assassin made it inside a castle but did not reach the chambers, and he was captured and on pain of death revealed my name. He was actually there to scare off the real assassin and succeeded. And therefore... Sorry, Ivan. It was just business, but it backfired. Where are we in this development for Kraina? 11. Also, I figured out another way to increase the development progress here. I guess it's due to all these things. Carvers, guilds. It's the guilds, the cities. Guild halls. There's Carvers Guilds. There you go. Glad you're investing. Any area that is a city that does not have guilds, well, I'm investing in those. This helps the development growth here in the capital, or the real power lines. We could do the same for all the other areas throughout Bosnia. Like, say, here in Donja Kraj. This new city of Kuch that we built. All it needs is a little bit. Brother Vukmir. Yeah, Dalmatia's at war. She's been imprisoned. Damn what I would do to get her now. Since when do you have a claim on Dalmatia? Epirus, Spoleto, Dubrovnik. Oh, right, that's against Byzantium. Right. Forgot. Even though you cannot go up against them. The only way you can fight against them and get away with it is to wait for a massive civil war and hope that Dubrovnik does not get involved in these affairs. Every city has got to have guilds. We'll declare on liege. Bavarian government de jure. Okay. As my eyes open in the dark, I am immediately overwhelmed by an anonymous feeling. Is someone watching me? Are you ready to embrace the truth, Nataša? I sit up and suddenly completely awake. I look around for the source of an unfamiliar man's voice, but there were only shadows. The horned god offers you his blessing. Will you accept it? With all my heart. Two yellow eyes follow me as I cross the hallway, and a small meow breaks the silence as Branimir pounces for my ankle. He may be young, but he is nonetheless ferocious. As he prances away, I see he left me a gleaming gift where he's been hiding. Thank you, kind sir. I must tell you something. We're going to start a new family tradition. It's a throwback to the old pagan days, one would think. Many people with high learning skill. Bogomil. Well, I don't know about that because Nell's been unfaithful and he's zealous. And a lunatic, I don't want to trust him. Times that people change. Sometimes those who are close to us seem to become strangers. Duchess Nataša, my brother and friend Duke Ivan Smasai. For you to murder, I feel like there is no friendship left between us. Remember all the good times. I've been studying the ancient religious texts and writings of scholars. They all seem to agree that the world will end 6,000 years after its creation. And by my calculations, we're less than a century away. My bishop, or Jed, grandfather, Bogasha, urges me to keep it to myself. Leave it to the ghosty and avoid panic. What if your calculations are wrong? I should consult with more ghosty. Consult more with the guests. In case people forgot what ghosty means, it means guests. It's just how it is. Does Har have a guild? Yes. Carver's Guild. Just one more development increase, then we'll switch to taxes. Again. Seems that Croatia's been under a lot of trouble. I did not know the Kingdom of Sardinia actually exists. But anyways. It's a mess up there, including this large Satru kingdom of a Norwegian origin. It's a tribal kingdom. Who created that? Conquered by populist revolt, and it created this separate kingdom. Which that kingdom in particular is a customly created kingdom. And the Jor capital is over here, in the Duchy of Småland, in Sweden. Seems you lost the Catholic revolt. Theodora died in captivity. Almost have a mental breakdown if this keeps up. I cannot force Jelena to see the truth, but I've done all I can to open her mind to it. I prayed to the horned god that Jelena has connected something in our innocent conversations and sacred texts left in her chambers. Now I must go to her and extend the invitation to his communion, or give up on Miss Denver. She deserves to make up her own mind. Don't do it openly. I watched the sleeping shape of Jelena while I sent a quick prayer to the horned god. As soon as the last whispered word passed my lips, she stirs, as if her subconscious mind had waited for this moment. When I step out of the shadows and offer Jelena his blessing, there's no fear or hesitation arise. No, her acceptance is wholehearted and hungry. I mean, she's brave after all. She must find her own path, so now she's part of the adult house members, so that's gonna take a lot more. Hey, you got nothing better to do. You're still around. Spread the word. Still in prison. Surprised they have not moved her to the dungeon. All daughters. I don't think it's that secure enough to me. It's rather precarious. Okay, stop. Switch that. Because we need a little more income. Should be someone better stewardship. There isn't. Should be doing this. We don't need that many levies. What we need is good fighting men that we could be looking for. And also I should go hunting and feasting. Just save your money a little bit more for that. You got another 6 years till you officially marry the man who will be the Count of Phrygia. In fact, he lives in Phrygia. So you're just going to be single for a little bit longer. How much? Oh. Pet the cat. Lose a little bit of stress, but 6, 7. Okay, it's enough. Let's go. This will definitely get rid of it in no time. Hunting here in Prozor. Nataša the cat has to go. My husband, Duke Bogomil, is holding Vladimir up by the skin of his neck. Eyes red, nose running. I cannot stand this anymore. I can barely breathe when he's around. I'm not going to give Vladimir away. I'm sorry that you are not a cat person, you loony. Now he's getting close to dying. Vertical the giant. My night's vertical is first to see it. The flighty heart's hard to distinguish from its surroundings, but it deserved us through the undergrowth. I lock eyes with the animal, and it is almost as it can sense my attention, for it suddenly takes off. We ride. Our world narrows to the nature surrounding us as we follow the heart and escape through the ravine, riding side by side with vertical. I can hear the thunder of hooves, dogs barking, men shouting. The excitement flows through me as we slowly gain on our climb. We press on. almost towards Illustrious. Somebody wants to kill my knight. I know that is a killing shot before the arrow finds its target. As the heart stumbles and falls, we drown out its wails with shouts of victory. A good kill, a good chase. Unstrong in the end, we mount our horses to leave the hills behind us. Servants prepare the heart another game for the journey back. Hunts like these are pure joy. Cannot wait for next year. Now we feast here. Who's here and who's not? Well, nobody declined. And those that didn't come, well, got busy too. Now, Stepan, come on in. We're starting a new family tradition here, but don't tell anyone. Because here, in the Christianity faith, witchcraft is shunned. It's not criminal. Not like those Catholics that views witchcraft as criminal, or they even put you in the stake of the fires. But we Christianity slightly relaxed the rules. Witchcraft is a big no-no to some, but not enough to put them in prison. You see, our religion is rather nice compared to the Catholics and the Orthodox, which they're very much alike. What do they view on witchcraft, by the way? Okay, yes, they think alike on the crime doctrines. Anyways, who's next? So every adult member of the Teslovich. Hell, we have to do that with everybody. And including ones that are eligible to be elected. To be a candidate, there you go. Wine. We'll have to pitch in. Come on now. Stefan approaches Bogomil. He deserves all the credit. Bastard. You're a man now, Krishimir. Hellenized Teslovich. I'm an eager rebel. Good for diplomacy and an intrigue. Oh yeah, and this Greek is a knight to the former ruler of Ragusa. Which I wish we put him back there one day. We can't kill off the entire family. If I had my druthers. You know, we thought about fighting a war for Croatia, but you have a claim on Pozsega. Oh, it's probably their chancellor or something screwed it up. That gave us that claim. Slight change. It's a weak hook anyhow. Almost there. 3 years time, then we get coinage. And then I will go for barracks because we do not have all tribal era military buildings. We're a bit behind on some of the military technology here in Bosnia. And get me a physician. It's about that time. Gotta do something else about it. As I'm passing through the castle gardens for a morning walk, And soft breeze carries the voices of Radich and Raiko to my ear. The two courtiers are talking to each other in a good spot nearby, wrinklingly glancing around to make sure no one's listening. All it is hard for me to make out most of their words from a distance. It is clear that the discussion relates to Countess Crest. If only I could get a bit closer. Managed to get closer to two courtiers without noticing me. They seem to be discussing her private life and unsavory habits of hers. I don't remember her murdering anyone. Miroslav the gardener? Or this beautiful French woman, which... This is the best they got? Give me the damn gardener. Okay. I already have That's it, but I already have a strong hook on myself, don't I? Whenever I force the vote? Yeah. No need for that. My spires come for great news. It is certain that Duke Bogomil, my own husband, is scheming against Knight Radich. Okay, you've gone too far, you lunatic. You're going to jail. And I'm gonna put you in a dungeon. Now he's dying. Sense it. Actually, let's get like that. Torture. Of course the man's got secrets. So now he's near death. Give him the rats. And finally, as a one final FU, there's the divorce. Right. Someone who's good all around. Now he's dead. If my husband were to die, then I would have gotten stressed, but not there anymore. Oh, not good enough stewardship? We'll manage domain then. Nataša's that kind of woman. How many spouses has she gone through? 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is her 5th one. She's not a Black Widow type. She doesn't kill her own husbands. Unless they screwed up on something. Unless the man's got secrets. That's another. It's going to take a long time to get everybody on board. Hang on. I just want to make damn sure. I think a reason why we don't see Vukats as a candidate, because he wasn't born and raised in Bosnia. He was born in Dubrovnik. An Italian cadet branch. That are somehow related. Oh yeah, other marriages. I wish it was Vukat, but no, it's going to be her. And I don't want the Italians running Bosnia. I'll pick up the speed a little bit. Oh, what happened to the Duchess Nataša? She ain't dead yet. That abhorrent fiend. He never used it to begin with. That's registered. I'm gonna give you 3 more years. Then kill the guy, then we have a Tesla running Dukla. For the development, we'll be increasing its speed a bit. Yeah. I looked down and I see that my cat Branimir dropped the scroll at my feet. Sealed in my chancellor countess made that just distinct style, given into curiosity context. The murder I've committed weighs on me. Well, it's another murder secret. Murdered Mate Ninosov. See, all that. Even though I already have a strong hook on it. At least the income slightly increases. Save money for this one. New. Oh, god dang it. But then again, we hardly ever use our bishops. The only thing we care about our bishop is just make sure that he endorses us. Doesn't matter. Fabricated claim or legislation. So conversions are not important right now because we have not really been expanding. Now it's Nika's turn. Now you are a witch and has learned my witch secret. Don't tell anyone. Nika and I talked about Oregon as well many hours when the sky suddenly shifts to blue at the horizon, which will make our fails. As I ordered the chamber door, I hear rapid footsteps disappear down the door. Was someone listening? God be damned! Oh, you're such a tattletale. Don't tell anyone. If you blackmail against me, I'll accept it. Because you're not going to do anything with that. Don't reveal this new secret that we're trying to start up here in Bosnia. Wolf's really injured. Hi. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. You know what happened earlier and whatnot. Starting with the youngest adults. You'd make a fine commander. Even though you're a bit of a sinner, but I'm sure you'll come in. Wish you were the one, but it doesn't say. No, these are all Italians, the newest candidates from below. Well, we're increasing the speed a bit because not a lot is happening here. Venice has decided to declare war against Croatia. For Pagania! That I will not accept. It's those blasted, says Alpine. And knowing Venice, they have no shortage of wealth here, so they could potentially hire mercenaries. And Croatia is a weakened state. Oh dear, now we have to defend a part of Bosnia that rightfully belongs to us. We're joining this war. What do we know about him? Because we need to get rid of this man. If he's dead, the claim dies with him. But at least put up in a defense. We know they are beaten in this war, but stand by here. That should stop right now. Try again. The control click to not split armies based on supply limits. There you go. Deshemir, the former Adamite, will lead the charge. We know they're going to go for the objective, so wait on it. Not looking good for Croatia. And meanwhile, spouse. They don't like each other. Alright. Let's give that a shot. It's a Baron's claim anyhow. Where does he live again? Yeah, he lives there. Part of Serene Doja. Well, actually, don't send them over there, but do support this scheme. Here they come. Just hope it doesn't get exposed. There's nothing we can do about that. Then just support it. Stand here. Supplies. There. All we need to do is, assassinate this man, and the claim dies with it. It thus ends the war. We'll be back in 2 months. Let the intrigue take the... When the time comes, my agents will need a safe escape route to Baron Emanuel's castle. Should anything go wrong, a detailed map of the local hills of all its hidden paths and caves would be an invaluable resource. I'll explore the hills myself. I got lost. Not familiar with the Italian countryside. We've been in Bosnia in our lives. Oh no, they've hired mercenaries. Big ones. about that time. It will be Jelena, like it or not. Also, wait a minute, is he the, Oh no, she's been released. Because what's, are you the new Duke now? Well, it does not matter because they'll take them. Sorry about that. Don't get captured! Lost big time. Because heaven forbid that, that somebody, particularly the King of Croatia, that gets captured. Granddaughter? Don't you worry, we're gonna go kill this man and Paganina will be saved. As Branimir approached me with yet another dead rat, I could do nothing but praise him. The Cal's never been this free of ruins before. Keep up the good work. It's rat-free. They're coming over. We shall meet them soon. We do have a bit of defenses, so we may have a defensive advantage against an army of superior numbers. Not to mention their commanders. And led by this man, Captain Hector Rios, who I believe we had them before. Gee, what I would do to get rid of him too. Like get a new mercenary captain that is less deadly than the other, as he's a gallant man. Hey, put up an effort on the defense. Wait for them to land. Goodness sakes. And now they're both coming. Raise the army. Raise army up, Beha, and then we'll fight against them. There's a river nearby, so that could be problematic. Even though... Actually, there's a new place we can raise. Here, right next door. In Ormish. There. Now we don't have to take that river crossing penalty. Do whatever you can to get advantage. Now with Testamir as an organizer, if we do lose, then we'll take less retreat losses. Let's put up an effort. Chances are even. They have a better army commander, obviously. But the opponents recently disembarked and their supplies running low. This is their main army, but soon we're going to meet them. We might be outnumbered, but as I said, at least put up a fight before we murder this Baron. Damn, they move so fast. No, no, no! Sanko, help me. Fine. That's more stick. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get out! Get out! Capture one of my comrades. Including the Mayor of Kuch. Not good. You have to retreat that far? Hope you're not afraid of spiders, you son of a... There. Get out of my country. They didn't take it. But we had to do something. Just a mayor. He could pay for his own ransom. Now we are in the need for knights. Now that we have this money. Well, there goes another poor bastard. I didn't kill him. Why are some of the most skilled individuals happen to be old men? A decrepit old man. Well, give me him. There goes another of that prestige as well. And yes, you've lost the county. Now, please recover yourself. Allies. Vitacha's gone. Stipe, you're the chancellor now. Open terrain expert, master hunter. At least we recover fast. Two months' time now. You're a witch now. It's gonna be a long way there. Two years and you finally get to be married. To the man who will be running Phrygia. And in turn, the Bosnian dynasty of Tezelovich will be in Phrygia, as well as all other places. Oh, just wondering. Jahin, that's not a Bosnian name. Oh, yeah, the old Persian. Comes from a long line of Persians. It's true. Yeah. Tahir Dynasty. Now we have coinage, which, let me see. On this feudal contract, they say you're allowed to have coinage rights, but I do not see this option, but that's mainly because it's like, yes, coinage is known here in the Bosnian culture, but to the ruling Slavic culture, they don't know that. So we don't have coinage rights feudal contract. And now we're switching to barracks, which will be 7 years' time. And boy, another elector to deal with. Now I gotta fabricate a hook on him. Hopefully a strong one. We don't need that anymore, so drop that. What kind of hook you're gonna get out of? Here we go. That'll keep it that way. The Persian-Bosnian. You too. Where the money is. Okay, sure. Almost there. Dalmatia's at it again. For the 5th time. If I capture you in battle, I'm gonna kill you. You got that? And if we capture any of the Teslovich children, they'll be left alone. Or at least, that's them. Keep forgetting. You can do this. You hold control, then boom. Stop the Dalmatians. Pieces of sharp metal in some of the dishes, splinters on the chairs, small accidents, promises, bruises. Sitting at the head of the table, my nephew Count Virgo cannot hide the cold smell spreading across his face as another lord narrative of it. Spits blood on his plate. Hey, stop that. Don't want to retreat to sea. Another Teslovich. Just keep going for the younger ones. You keep growing in number. The future heir of Dukla. No? Paranoid. Okay. Not you then. She's 14. Especially for their future children, they can educate them by giving them witchcraft as well. Perfect. No? Finian. Amazonian, Herculean. Damn. Anyways. Don't already have her as a... Nope. Paranoid. Didn't know we have another Teslovich. Actually, incorrect. It's not matrilineal, so no point. There is a landed individual. on, child. No, damn it. There's a chance. Just one plate of food's replaced by the next. The spy master of miracles on about the ruins. That's how we salvage that mess. Are you sure not boring you, my lady? We don't want to do that. Why don't we talk more about you instead? Come on, hurry! There she is. So what am I to do? Tonight, Vertical has had an affair with Duchess, my granddaughter. What the hell's the matter with you? That's shunned upon. Yep. The jig is up. We've captured the mayor. Give me the money. Actually, I'm gonna torture you first, and then ransom you out of here. No secret. Now get out. Standard procedure of what we do with prisoners. Speaking of which, hey, you've been here for a while. I know you have a promise patrol that was out a long time, but I'm going to torture your ass. And then we're going to let you out of here. Gains a bit of stress because he's brave. That's some resolve. Even though there's nothing in for you, so get out! Tell him what you saw or happened to you. We're the leaders of this siege. If you captured any of those, we're gonna let them go. But if she's got money to pay, then we'll ransom. We didn't capture anybody, but an enemy is here. Beat their ally. Our territory, Croatian territory. Different adversary. Tell me what you know. Dark insights. Prowess. There we go. Just this once. Are you willing to pay your ransom on your way out? No? Because they're greedy bastards. There'll be no sympathy for our enemies, of whomever we torture. Names of a Greek origin. Alexandros. Great grandson. Would it not be wonderful if Count Shannon owed me? Yeah. It's a weak hook, unfortunately, but... No, we're gonna try this whole thing again. Because we cannot afford that. Plus, I would prefer a strong hook. Sanctioned loopholes. Now I can spend my piety to buy claims. One more step towards scholar. What are they up to? Zagreb. We'll help him out on this one too. It's from Poshega. Pushing the man's claim. He's got no allies, but we can take him on. Ourselves, even. Question is, does he have money? Probably to hire a mercenary band or two. We'll join you on this one too. It's nice to see the Bosnian army in action. We are strong militarily, but weak economically. I got an unpressed claim on Ragusa. Which we cannot be pushing that. Unless something that goes on here. How many allies does Dalmatia have? We're defeating them all. Yep, they brought mercenaries. What did I tell you? We've captured the Duchess herself and her son. He's too young to be knowing secrets, I assume. It's pretty usual. This is what we do to our enemies now. Adulterous drunk. Practiced secrecy. Practice secrecy. She's gotta know something. There we go. You got a little bit of intrigue now. Keep the objective on hold. She's the new ruler of the area. I know we're not there yet because otherwise the notification would have popped up, but we're halfway there. I doubt I'll be around long to get everybody. The Suffragan Bishop? Who made you? And your patrol. You know the clergy are not supposed to be married? That's against the rules. Sure, why not? There's a bigger force out there now. They say chances are even. We dare take them on. I'm sure you got money. As well as your son. After we finish torturing you, because apparently you got nothing. There's another. Definitely keep that war going. Shoot. Now we can use that money to spend whatever, even if it's to fabricate hooks. We have a disadvantage, so it's actually going to be bad for us. But give it an effort. Didn't know my husband's night, but... So, what was that, number 7? Number 7, right? Yo. You're getting more hurt. Yeah, we're losing it here. That was a hell of an effort. Damn. Oh, don't let the bastard take a name. It's just a cat without a ghost. Okay. Once you get back to Visoki, position yourself at Glomots, and we'll go get mercenaries, at least just one, to kick them out of there. But there's a lot of these bastards out there. The transmutation of lead to gold has been a long dream of alchemists across the world. Though many have attempted such feat, nobody is known to have succeeded. Despite this, I've come across some notes written in the margins of a book about plants. They claim that one created golden rain by boiling lead, sugar, a filled solution of seaweed ash. Could such a thing be possible? If nothing else, it's worth investigating. Do that in my free time. The first ingredient need to obtain is lead sugar, an ingredient used to sweeten wines. I could find a supplier to import what I need, though it would be expensive. Alternatively, I could cheaply manufacture my own by burning metallic lead and dissolving the ashes in vinegar. How can I learn if other people do all the work? I create lead sugar without incident. We've got it. Didn't need to spend on it. Second agent, I need to obtain is seaweed. A lot of seaweed. 100 drams, shredded and dried. Where can I get such a substantial amount? Demand a seaweed tax from my subjects. Talking to you, Paganea. So we got the seaweed. So we got. Planes down there, so just get the Serbian band of Raška. Merge up. But look at who you're up against. 24, 14, 11, 20. We would have a bit of a disadvantage, but the owner is 3 years in debt, this particular army. And if we were to go up against them, then... But we could be outnumbered here. As I say, give it an effort, or... There's no way around it. Son of a... We'll go the long way round. Don't let them take the objective. They want Kanin. Fast start engineer. At last, I have all necessary arrangements to produce golden rain. Lead sugar is safely stored in waterproof casks. Cords of dried seaweed are stacked in the furnace, ready to burn. Will this be my magnum opus? Begin the experiment. Ostoya. Strong, open terrain expert. Come on in. Upon mixing the lead sugar into the boiled seaweed, the mixture suddenly turned a vibrant yellow. While I did not manage to produce actual gold, I did find out my solution could be used as a dye which rivals saffron in brilliance. Selling this dye will allow me to recoup some of my costs. Pretty, if uneconomical to produce. Well, that makes me a scholar now. There, you got your development growth, which will remain the same, so... Should I move on to spend my last few years just to try to get even more intrigue by taking the torture around? Alright, I got good enough intrigue to last me a while, so... Either that or wealth. Or even this, or even this, I don't know. Soon the help is going to be poor once the rat-free thing goes away in 2 years' time. So maybe I should just go back to what I knew best, but this time for more intimidation. Because the intrigue's already high enough. So why not just get all of this? Come on, hurry! Hold here. Go this way. We should trick them into coming here. Well, we've done screwed ourselves again. Even if I were to put myself in command, that's still at a disadvantage. And it's their mountains. No escape. Do what you can. Okay. Didn't need you to force that vote. Put up an effort. Now we're in depth. Where we'll slowly get to it. Kashmir slain in battle. Killed Christian. Oh, what have you done? You killed the heir of Dalmatia. You take over. My knights are getting killed. Get the hell out of here! Terrible. Horrible. Because that delayed the inevitable. So we can't hold on to any of these territories. I'm about to lose a bit of Croatia. At least we delayed the siege by luring them over here. It's all because of you. You can't defend one territory than the other. You fight your front, I'm more concerned about here. Now it's reputable, but at what cost? That's the real question. Faster reinforcement. Need more levies. Unfortunately, we don't have the kind of money for that. Do that. And our troops can't fight well when they're in depth. Liege won the war. Okay. Guess we held on long enough. Well, I get nothing out of it. But they're in my Bosnia. They're gonna ruin this area. Keep them away. What are you running from? Oh, they're right here. This is all knights. These new knights. Some of which we cannot recruit. But one stands out. But these are all knights. So they're joined up. Some are more braver than others. Honor is slightly in depth. We could take them on. We can kill them off fast enough. Fribourg is our best man. So it continues. Who else? You're next. We can capture this man, good. Don't care. I have a strong hook on you. This will definitely help. Let's get this area back under control. Because Ukraine is in trouble. And this is the new heir. He's going to be married to a dwarf. But nonetheless, the Teslovich for there is secure. If it in oh, it's independence, never mind. And you know that includes Canine too. He's got friends. And I am not going to take part of that. Once again, this demonstrates if Bosnia were to go to war, they need a lot of money. This cannot do. And in a hypothetical independence war, we need a lot of money. As I've stated before, we're strong militarily, but weak economically. I can't stress any more than that. Get them! Help him out. Step on. Life's never been easy, but the loss of my son Stepan pushed me over the edge. I remember him as a baby. So tiny, so fragile. Despite that, he survived growing out until now when he suddenly stopped. I had so many hopes for this future. Well, not quite. So many things I wish else could never come to pass. Maybe writing my feelings down will help me process my emotions. Become a journaler. So I will manage grief a little. Write down my thoughts. Bring my journal. I grab a pen and open my journal. With each sentence that graces the paper feels my shoulders relaxing. This clarity process is unrivaled. I dip my pen once more. Who is that man? Bruce again. Who is he? Is he the best knight? He's not even our great knight pre-boy yet. Who is they? He's a lucky bastard, that's what he is. Oh no, I read that backwards. It's pre-boy that finally got him. It's like, no, we can't take him on then. He had to step in and take care of that. He's become Blade Master. He was novice earlier. Failed to notice that. Thank you. How much? So we were looking for more knights. No, don't engage. Any more potential candidates for High Marshal that is of our dynasty? There's him, but he's old. Some are Italians. It still hurts to me. I hope you have children one day. Because he'll be running Phrygia soon. Now he's got other problems. Take care of the rest. Shit! You're asking me of Greek names? Hypatia. Who else? After that one failed, that was a rarity. Where are we at this point? Yeah, Teslovich family's getting too numerous to even get the whole coven. Yeah. I could care less what happens in that Independence War. But Zagreb, I care little. But it adds our experience to the Bosnian War on it, but I realize how deadly it is. Station yourself here for a bit. Let's recharge here, and then visiting the local market. A merchant from far around catches my attention. Oh, come closer, my lady. Marvel at the treasures never before seen in these lands. I had to blend into the populace to get these beauties off. Truly a harrowing experience. This merchant might have more to give me than marvels from afar. It ain't much, but slight increase. 50-50. Failed to convince him. You know what? That's the Independence Army, not the enemy. Oh, let me pet you. For stress loss. Just needed those men-at-arms refilled. All we need to do now is just take the objective, and then that'll be it for them. Now we get moving. And it must be brought down. White piece. Okay. Thank you. And now you're about to lose Kanin and Romania. Is this the beginning of Croatia's decline? Well, there are reasons. It's because Bavaria split off because of family succession. Anyways, let's finish this episode. This morning I had a delightful encounter with a charming young servant. We joked, we laughed, hearted with glad hearts, all because I made the effort to be somewhat more personable. Perhaps I could apply this bout of audacious confidence to more than just my personal affairs. Gee, this is all beneath me. Too old to be doing this sort of charming stuff. And my lover just died. But it's only a matter of time before I will finally go. And Jelena will finally take over, and she is to have a child who will be, one day, be the next heir to Phrygia when he takes over. And let the mercenary contract expire, and we may possibly have to move a bit faster towards independence for Bosnia, knowing that Croatia has been weakening significantly. So perhaps we may have to move in a little faster. All we need to do is just build up a war chest, or wait till I die, and then Jelena will take over. And all that and more. Just to make sure. Yeah, we tortured him earlier. But I don't think we can get that witch covered in time. There's just too many Tesla witches running around this world. But... And some of which got killed. Brother died from his wounds, defending Dalmatia. As I said, we need the Tesla to take it over now. We got dukes and marriages, but some got killed. How's this for one final screw yo? And see, too, if you can find anybody there. Unless I appoint a new spy master that'll do a much better job than you. Like her. Oh, by the way, are you a witch? No? Get to it. The first child. Oddly enough, I don't know where the blonde came from. You two didn't dye your hair. Thinking. Thinking. Think. Again, they don't have a large variety of female Bosnian names in this game. Katarina. Again, too early to know. Let's speed it up. Yeah, before I die, I want to see this Duchess go down. That's all I need. Nobody's willing. I'm sure some will come around. Son of a... Again, you're going up against a person with high intrigue. Well, now you're going to have to get this area back. Otherwise, I would be doing all this myself. Such as get a claim on Kanin. Yeah. We can do that. You know, make it a part of Bosnia. But anyways, no, because that claim was me and I'm about to expire, so. Gregor. It's too late to be considered, but give it a try. No, risk is too great. You know what that does? It's secrecy that's the problem. But it does add up to the success chance, but now it's too low. Now we can invest more in the military buildings now, so... Exposure, so we'll leave that alone, so... Thinking, what should we need? Thinking that. since we're economically intensive, but I don't think we'll get that in 14 years' time. So we can't get rid of the Duchess, so we just have to wait for old age to get rid of her. But what matters is that we have reputable now. Well, meanwhile, Jelena will finally become the next Duchess of Bosnia, and then, based on her martial and her bravery, she's going to be the one to lead the country to victory, to freedom. One last time. Of course. Well, can't get rid of that person now. But I'll tell you who I'm going to get rid of. Him. Switch on over. Find somebody in. My last assassination plot, so the Teslords can start running other parts of the country. Only a matter of time. As I said before, only a matter of time, but Duchess Nataša rests in the arms of the Lord at 73 years of age. She died of old age, a woman of unparalleled prowess. She finally found an opponent that she could not overpower. Now, Duchess Jelena ascends to the throne, courageous and willing to rush into action. Many hope that Jelena's bravery will not see the realm fall into reckless ruin. Schemer and a scholar, it's what she was. Of course, Pagania now goes to Nika. Anyways, as we see this whole lineage started by Duke Branimir, or Ban Branimir, then all the bands if, we had a South Slavic liege. I mean, yeah, everybody dressed differently. But now it's Duchess Jelena's turn, which we shall see what her rule is going to be like. I mean, she's got plenty of years ahead of her. Befriend, groom to rule, confidence, and flatterer. Well, I was expecting to be more of this way, but I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. But we're more interested in taking the martial route and wait for the right opportunity for Bosnia to declare its independence and subsequently form the kingdom. And to do that, we need money, and lots of it. That's what we need. A lot of money. But until then, for the next episode of Bosnia, we'll see what the future brings under Jelena, as we'll wait for the right time. We don't want to rush into action, as she has the impatient trait. So, but the time for Bosnian freedom is coming closer and closer, but not right now. We still have a lot of work to do in keeping this realm together, and subsequently, well, go more towards warfare, as it's good to know that Jelena is a family woman, a little bit of that herself, and she can make friends along the way. But we'll see what the future brings for Bosnia, but until then, so long for now.